All right, I'm over Tarecgosa. He clearly is hung up on every single one of his exes simultaneously. And you know what? He's got a very obvious sconer that's a scaly boner. Try to keep up. For Tarecgosa. Am I the only one who noticed that? Anyway, for those reasons, I am motherfucking oat.
Thralls, balls! They're everywhere!
Thralls Balls, the World of Warcraft podcast with a dirty mind and a clean behind. Hosted by Bentolis, Gershom, and Woolly. Ooh, what's up, swingers? From the TBHQ in the grizzly lands of Wisconsin, welcome to Thralls Balls, episode 93. I'm Woolly, the sneaky, prowly feral druid from my icebox of a computer room, holy crap. And here with me today is Gershom, the sassy-ass hunter. Bentolis is out of town this week, but he'll return next week when I am out of town. Oh, on today's show, we got some shit to talk about. We're gonna spoil some Black Dragon stuff and some Blue Dragon stuff. So, yeah, be ready for that. If you don't want to hear that, I don't know. I don't really know when to tell you to skip to. So, sorry. Yeah, and this week, Gershom has the mixed drink of the week, and it is the Ritual Scorpid Blood. You said it was a shot, and you said you tried it last night, so we're not gonna be doing it now. But what I would say is over the lips, through the gums. You want to finish it off?
Yeah, look out my asshole. I'll just take a sip of this vodka and soda. What up, swingers?
Okay, that works.
All right, yeah, here it goes.
Chug, chug, chug.
No, we're not gonna chug. We're
okay.
good. Not yet.
Hi, Gershom. How's it going?
Hi, Woolly. I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm doing all right. It has been a crazy week for me. I picked up overtime, actually, so a lot of work in this week.
I try and this is like totally off subject, and I won't go too far off the rails, but I started like journaling again, and I try and set myself a goal for like a nice solid 2 to 3 pages like every couple days is what I just want to make sure I get everything out, whatever. I just wrote 6 pages today, so I definitely have some shit going on too, bro, like for real. I don't know, something in the water right now. I mean, it's all good vibes, it's nothing horrible, it's just a lot of like energy right now, so for sure.
Yeah, like I try very diligently to not talk about my job on the air much here, because I have a feeling that if I said the name of the company or even the industry I work for, though I might have said it in a couple episodes, maybe not the company, I feel like they wouldn't like that because of the nature of our show. But I have a lot of positive nervous energy this week because I interviewed for a better position with better pay within the company. So gonna see how that goes. Anyway,
yeah, so all the things go and do like a positive vibe, push it towards Woolly, because
yeah, rub one out for me, everybody.
For sure. I will not be doing that.
Go vibe one out, positive vibe one out, everybody.
Oh god, he did it, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, positive vibe it out.
There it is.
Wow. Have not even gotten to our first segment and we're making masturbation jokes. Anyway, what have we been up to this week? And I feel like this is probably gonna be a big hullabaloo. I won the chicken nugget contest about the Blue Dragons,
Hullabaloo. Yeah, no, you did win the contest.
No, we're not explaining that. That is Slide Whistle's story. Ask him yourself.
That is inside baseball. If you don't listen to both our shows, go fuck yourself and go listen to both of our shows. Have a positive vibe experience.
Not go fuck yourself. Go vibe one out and then listen to them.
There you go. First vibe it out though, then go over there and first listen to us. Anyways,
I feel like you're gonna have stronger opinions about this Blue Dragon questline than me, because my takeaway was, holy shit, Kayla, quit bitching. But I mean, I started it off.
Did you see what I put on my? Did you see what I put on my Twitter though? I was like, if you want a pat on the head, go ask Tarecgosa. Because one of the dragons said that. One of the ones that didn't support him was like, oh, I don't know, I'm gonna be whoever it was. She was more of the more aggressive. She had like an aggressive stance towards like killing bad dragons or something.
Oh yeah,
and
the chick
was
from
like,
Theramore.
no, the Theramore chick. And then when she turned back into her dragon form and they were all in Veldraken, she was like, well, don't look at me. If you want a pat on the head, go ask Tarecgosa. And I was like, damn, bitch.
Yeah, she was kind of a jerk. I thought that Azura Ghost was an asshole.
Dude, that was so weird. He was like, that blood elf visage that he has is just so perfect for like the attitude. Like, he's just a blood elf. That's all he is.
Okay, I feel like if people haven't played through this yet, we should probably very briefly say, so you go and you talk to Tarecgosa at the top of the tower, and he's like, hey, you want to go see where all the blue dragons died? And you're like, not really. And he's like, well, come on then. And away we go. You get there and you're like, dude, this is depressing. And he's like, yeah, it's a mess. We got to fucking clean it up. But I forgot the part where you're actually meeting Tarecgosa there. And he's this really old guy with his loose skin and old balls. And he's like, hey, find my books. So you find his books. And then he's like, roll up all these bugs. So you roll up all the bugs like it's fucking Katamari. And it was kind of fun.
That was the funnest quest I've done in a long time. I was definitely having fun with that.
I enjoyed that. And then he's like, hey, so we gotta go do this stuff, and then you gotta go talk to Tarecgosa at the Azure whatever. So you go there, and he's like, hey, we gotta find all these dragons. So you go all these places, and you find all these dragons, and one of them's a gnome, and he's a whiny little bitch who got in over his head with money. So then you go steal a pirate's money, and you give it to the goblin, and he's like, that's not enough money. But then Tarecgosa is like, bitch, please. And the goblin shits himself and runs away. And then you go back, and then you do some stuff with some other things. You calm down some ghosts, you piss off some dragon chick in Theramore, and then you don't kill a gnome. That's very important. And then after that, you find Tarecgosa and fucking Malygos and their essences, and they're making a mess because they're freaked out. And then you gotta go calm them down. And then Malygos is like, oh my god, everything I did that was bad was a bad thing. I wish I hadn't done that. And Tarecgosa, did I say Tarecgosa? I meant Tarecgosa. And Tarecgosa was like, oh hey, that's me. And the simulacrum thing.
Simulacrum. I finally am getting this right because they said it so many times in this quest line. I still didn't know how to say that word. It's simulacrum.
That one. And then she's like, hey, you're me. And then Tarecgosa was like, well, you're me. And then they're like, okay, well, we can go on into eternity. We're at peace now. And then Tarecgosa was like, peace, bitches, I'm out. And then he turned into like an arcane sparkle. And then that was the end of it.
That shit was so sad. Legitimately, like, I guess we're just going to jump into this. I did do a couple other things besides this. And as a warning, so I didn't get to see the end. I'm not going to spoil it. I'll let you spoil it because I don't know if you wanted to or not.
Tarecgosa died.
No, that part. So after that, what happens in Veldraken at the Seat of the Aspects? Where, like, I mean, can I say it?
Did I miss something?
I don't know. So, like, Abyssian does become the leader of the Black Dragon flight, and Marithra does finally come there, which we alluded to in a previous episode. Obviously, I have not seen this because my fucking Centaur renown is still like 21 bar away from 23, so I should be able to knock that out. But I did play the entire quest chain, and let me tell you, brother, I was tearing up. I posted this on my Twitter and my Instagram too, like those pictures of them like, oh, together always, and they like walk off into the arcane sunset together. I was just like, bro, what the fuck? Like, and then I'm gonna miss Tarecgosa too. Like, man, Tarecgosa has been my boy for a long time. I've liked him since Legion. Like, I like him. I've known about him being a troll. Like, I just love Tarecgosa. And then to this whole quest chain is, first of all, every character in this quest chain was so well voice acted. The emotions were so well done. It was fucking breathtaking. Like, you go for that little ride on Tarecgosa's girlfriend. She's like, come see my home and let the warm currents carry you. And you just get to go on this nice little ride. It's also well illustrated. Sorry, I bumped my mic. You usually do that. And what else? Just like, there it is. Is there an echo in here?
I deliberately tapped my microphone.
I know. Well, shit, what was I gonna say?
I don't know. Fuck you, Tarecgosa. Take him. I don't care. I'm done with his crusty ass.
Hey, I got a $20 million question for you while I think of what else I was gonna say. So, Did you open the letter to Tarecgosa from her? Because I did not.
Yeah,
I never opened those letters. You opened it. Oh no!
It was like
open it.
It was basically like, hey, I might come someday, but I'm not coming yet. So hang tight. And Tarecgosa was kind of a little bitch about it.
Oh, was he? Okay, so I haven't like done that yet. Where you drop it off. You take it to him, right? I don't know.
By little bitch, I mean he just kind of took it in stride. But I'm feeling mad betrayed by that cheating whore. I gave him a blowjay at the beginning of the fucking quest line and everything. I even posted a picture in Discord.
Hey, blowjobs does not necessarily guarantee relationship status, I guess. I don't know. Don't
Should
ask.
I put that on Twitter?
College.
I'm putting that on Twitter.
College. Yeah, put it on Twitter.
Copy image. Anyway, what else have you done?
So it was like, it kind of rained mounts for me this week because I got to 25 with the Tuskar. So I got my 2 little otters, which are awful mounts. Not only are they not flying, but they're yellow and brown, which is gross. They don't look good on Gershom, but mounts are mounts. So I scooped those up. And then I got the 2 little like skitter bugs from the Dragon Scale expedition, which I had also gotten to 25. And then I got a random mount that dropped in a treasure chest like 5 minutes ago in Thaldraszus somewhere. So I got a total of 5 mounts this week. That was pretty cool. And I finished my Sibelian rep. So I'm done with the old doo-doo daddy over there. I'm sick of him. And, you know, I'm going to give myself like some kind of, I don't know, here. I'm gonna like show my balls on stream, I guess, because I thought his clothes like looked cool and they were better than the Rathian set, and I don't know why I never noticed, but it's a fucking kill. It's like a shaman set, so I don't know what's up with that, but I don't like it. I have it, but I don't like it because Gershom's not gonna run around in like a kilt. He's a hunter. He wears pants or shorts. So, and then what else? Kind of that was it. I just played through the blue dragonflight thing, and like I said, I couldn't quite finish it, although I know what happens. I just got to get my centaur up to 25, which I foresee myself probably being able to do that in the next couple days, if not tomorrow, hopefully before maintenance. Hopefully I can grind it out tomorrow, but I don't know, with the holiday and the family and everything, I'm not sure. But it was kind of a light week for me. How about you?
So for me, other than the blue dragon stuff, I went into raid with my guild on Thursday, but like I said, it was a mad busy week and my mental health was not in a great place. So I ended up having to pull myself out because I just, you know, I'm not gonna make excuses. I was sick. It was brain sick, but I was sick. I wasn't feeling well, so I went to feel better. You know, it's no different than if your tummy hurts and you're throwing up. It's just you're throwing up in your brain. Your brain is throwing up. But that said, I did miss the first Sarkareth normal kill. And I'm looking at the logs now. It looks like they then went on to kill Kazara on heroic and Amalgamation Chamber on heroic. And started, it looks like then Collected Company is at Forgotten Experiments now. So in the interim, I am going to be, as in during this week, I'm going to be brushing myself up on the fights. I don't actually know what the plan is, but I do know I need to be 420 for progression because that's the rule that's set right now. For heroic progression, you got to get that blaze it. Yeah, you know, the blaze it.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's the magic number.
Yeah.
It makes sense because of dragons and fires and stuff. Totally.
So, as for the black dragon stuff, oh, I made a bloom sound. Excuse me a second. All right, I had to fix something. Anyway, as for that black dragon stuff, it requires that you kill Sarkareth to move on to the portion of the Black Dragonflight questline where you find out that Abyssian is going to be the aspect. And
wait, you have to kill Sarkarath?
yes. That
so what if you don't raid? Okay,
well,
sorry, go ahead. Continue.
They actually
sorry.
put out recently, like the other day, that after June 20th, which is when LFR Sarkarath comes out, you're just able to do the quest line. I think it's even if
you know what? I do remember hearing about that. It might have been on DNR. It might have been on like for Azeroth or somewhere, but it's been mentioned. Yeah, you're right. Because I was like incensed for a minute. I'm like, wait, there's so many people out there who don't raid. I'm not the only one.
I do think it's unfair to have part of the story locked behind content like that, because if that's not what you play the game for,
yeah,
I don't like that. But it doesn't affect me, but I don't like that. But I did experience the cinematic through osmosis, by which I mean I saw Wowhead's post on it, and it feels kind of limp-wristed. I don't really like the narrative direction that it went there, because how it works is Rathian and Sibelian are both like, hey, we learned stuff in Aberrus, and Sibelian's like, yeah, the real Aberrus was the friends we made along the way. And it's like so both of you suddenly are like, oh shit, Neltharion's legacy is bad, I don't want that, Ebonhorn, you take it. And it's just it's such a soft landing. I don't like it.
Weird. Yeah, that does seem weird. I haven't seen it yet, but that seems like, so Rathian and Sibelian have gone from like tearing each other's faces off and offering to like feed one to the other creatures of the Dragon Isles, and then instead like they're all hug buddies now, or like I don't know.
Because basically throughout the raid, they kind of narratively it makes sense. They kind of see things that Neltharion's legacy isn't what they thought. The Void gets involved in Sarkarath's butt crack, and they're both like, ooh, that's not good. So, well, maybe Abyssian is better suited. Like, it makes sense, but...
So did they kind of come to your conclusion about, like, we were too hungry for this power, and that's a bad call, like, to begin with? So, sort of your trope for a while there.
Sort of, but I don't think it's an interesting way to do it. How I would have done it is Rathian comes to that conclusion and says, listen, Abyssian, you should do it. You're the only one who's been acting like a leader here. And Sibelian should be like, no, what the fuck? Fuck you. And then it creates more tension. And Sibelian then goes, well, fuck you all. I'm taking my black dragons and we're going to make the real black dragon flight. Kind of like how the Blackrock orcs were originally considering themselves the true horde, you know, in that fucking mountain, just saying. And that would have been very interesting, especially because Sibelian could have been like, listen, I saw the power in there. I don't know what you were smoking, but I saw some shit and I want it. And then you find out he was still corrupted all along. That would have been a lot more interesting. And then it could have opened up the doors to have him ally with the very obviously coming conflict with the Infinite Dragonflight, you know? Because he could have been like, well, we're going to go fuck around with the Infinite Dragons. Murzon's looking pretty cool. We're going to form our own shitty aspect chambers with blackjack and hookers. And you know what? Forget the blackjack and the aspects. But then you could have had Sibelian be like the second to last boss in a Murazond raid, and that would have been dope.
Yeah, I've been kind of still thinking that Murazond's gonna be the big bad this expansion. I mean, there's others.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but it looks like it's going that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work with the Primalists. Maybe there's even gonna be a fourth raid. I don't know. But I don't know. So yeah, I feel a little let down by the Black Dragonflight storyline. I feel like there could have been some more interesting things going on. And it's not because my own theories didn't happen, because they did. My theory was Abyssian's the only one acting like a leader. He's going to be the aspect. I think that's the right call. Even though when they showed all 5 aspects sitting in their dragon form up top, it's like Alexstrasza looks dope. Kalecgos looks dope. Nosdormu, looking dope. Fucking Marithra and Abyssian, they just look like generic dragons.
Oh, for reals? I haven't seen. Yeah, that's another thing I haven't seen yet.
Yeah,
Don't pay Tarecgosa any attention. Don't worry about how he looks. You're just feeding his ego at this point.
That actually reminds me, my favorite takeaway from the Blue Dragon Questline is those dope ass Highland Drake spikes on the legs. Those look so cool.
I just got those, and I haven't been back to the rostrum thingy yet. I just got those too. I haven't seen them yet. I was debating because I finished I didn't finish because you can go up to 30, but I got to 25 on my Tuskar and got like blue scales for everybody.
Ooh, so I haven't done that.
Yeah, I need to go back and see if I like the Slither Drake any better now that it matches my clothes. I mean, I wasn't totally opposed to his Dorito fins. I just thought he was a little hard to control, but maybe
Dorito fins. I love it.
with his the way that you're able to control him, that I'll give it a shot. But I do like to match. I have to match. I can't walk around them. So like I wasn't going to use them until it's my favorite mod right now is blue. I've got the sickest mod. I got the coolest pet. I don't ever want to change it. I got this what's his name? There's this rare polar bear called Frostjaw, an Azur's fan somewhere. If you want to wowhead him, his name's Frostjaw, and he's tameable. He does not keep his name. You can name him, and he respawns every like 45 seconds, so it's not that hard. And he's like this really cool looking. Well, you all have seen the screenshots I posted. He's like a big white polar bear with like ice blue eyes, like kind of the smoky blue coming out of his eyes, like a dragon would.
Icicles.
And then he's got like. Yeah, he's got like spikes on his back. It's dope as fuck. I love this bear. I don't ever want to leave him.
He looks a little bit like the bear form I'm currently using, the Fall into Nightmare, only like an actual bear and not like an Emerald Nightmare druid. But like, damn, that also kind of looks like the big blizzard bear, but with spikes. And at the same time, it like look in the face there. It kind of looks like something you'd see in Final Fantasy, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing.
That I wouldn't know because I've never even once like tried Final Fantasy. But
I have not either, but I've seen pictures.
There you go.
Yeah, so as I was saying, I feel let down by the Black Dragonflight storyline, but it is what it is. My boy Abyssian is the aspect, and I am cool with that. I wanted that to begin with. Where else was I going with that? Oh, yeah, so I pointed out that he and Marithra looked like awkward just being normal dragons. What I'm hoping for is, because we're obviously going to see those Oath Stones restored, and they're gonna like be like, hey, give us our aspect powers back. What I'm hoping for is that gives Marithra and Abyssian cool ass dragon looking models. Like it empowers them, so suddenly they look like badass.
they get a glow up with the Oath Stones activated. Okay,
which
that's cool.
Then kind of leaves a question of why does Tarecgosa already have that? Because he never had aspect powers. He just had the aspect title. And my response to that is, shut up, everybody.
Calic needs to go sit down and eat some more soup and take a break and go fuck all his girlfriends. And you know what? I know you don't like Tarecgosa right now, but dude's kind of pimping. He's pimping kind of hard. He's a little more like, for being like the soft-spoken and confident one, he's kind of getting his dick wet like all over the place. It's kind of interesting. I didn't mark Tarecgosa in that fashion, but I guess.
I mean, honestly, my little joke about wanting to fuck Tarecgosa and whatever. I do like that they're kind of hinting that Tarecgosa would be like the new Blue Dragonflight consort.
Yeah, like his consort. Yeah, maybe we'll see her
that.
come back. I would like that. She was pretty cool, actually, as a character. I thought for a character that we've like never seen before, and correct me if I'm wrong, if she's like in some raid or lore. I'm sure she's out there somewhere, or like in a novel, maybe. I don't know. Maybe she's in Day of the Dragon, which I refuse to read because it's written by Richard Neck. But I mean, she seemed cool. It seems like they developed her quite a bit to just leave her hanging there in a weird way. Like she's on a back burner somewhere, you know?
I feel like they definitely made her questline area a little more. I felt more connected to it than the other ones.
And you know what else I liked about the whole thing of like going and finding the dragons, just to like pivot a bit away, is like the whole like world tour aspect. So you got like the best of both worlds, because you got portals, so you didn't have to waste your Hearthstones to go running around. You didn't have to fly anywhere. You just take these portals, and then you I don't know. It's just like, how else do you describe it besides a world tour? Like when I just went like clockwise around the clock. So I started in Booty Bay, went to Pandaria, went to wherever, and Theramore, and I was like, this is dope. Like when I first started, when I was playing Classic, I spent so much goddamn time in Stranglethorn Vale. I wanted the Hemmet Nezingwary shit back in the day. This is like on my rogue. I wasn't even playing Gershom. I was hardcore progging on the Zul'Gurub raid back when it was a raid. I don't know if that was Classic or TBC, but I spent a lot of time in Stranglethorn Vale. And I just liked that. And then when I went to the Pandaria one, I was like, dang, I spent a lot of time here too. This is dope. So like the whole like world tour concept was pretty cool. I like that a lot.
If you meant like you didn't know when it was a raid in vanilla. And
it was Classic, right? Because it was Molten Core and Zul'Gurub, yeah.
And then Zolaman is the troll raid in BC.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why I get them confused, because they both are. And BC, Zolaman would make much more sense being in BC because of the proximity to the elves and the forest trolls and blah blah blah. So yeah that does make sense. Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you had the ports, but did you notice like right toward the end, when Senegos wasn't there to give you a portal and Kalecgos wasn't there to give you a portal, the blue dragons that were there basically teleported themselves away and told you to fuck off, get to the Azure Archive on your own. Because I did. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll go fuck myself.
Give yourself some positive vibes.
I'll go vibe one out.
That's our new way of saying go fuck yourself, I swear.
Go vibe one out.
I don't even remember that happening, but which is odd because I'm like oddly sober lately just because it's a good idea. But yeah, I don't recall that being a thing.
I remember because I was like, well, where's my portal? Because
you were annoyed.
Fucking assholes. You assholes. You just leave me alone in your graveyard. It's creepy here. Dickheads.
It's always raining. Like, you think it'd be muddy. Like, how are you gonna swoop up all those little bugs and stuff with your sticky arcane ball if you're just like, can you imagine taking that arcane ball and just landing in a mud puddle and being like, no bugs.
One last thing to point out about this. Tarecgosa chooses a visage form, and it's a troll, just like her great grandpa.
See, this I didn't know either. You're dropping knowledge today. I gotta go look this up. I love that he was a troll. I loved that. The first time I saw it, I was like, yeah, man.
That is the second fucking troll model in this expansion that doesn't speak in a troll voice. Because Farok's model does look like in this visage form, well, visage, you can call it that, his humanoid form, is based on the troll. It looks like a troll.
It really does. Especially, like, if anyone has any, like, doubts about that, just go watch the cinematic where he kills the Shakar Hunter guy, and the Shakar Hunter guy, like, rolls up on him from behind, and I'm like, oh, wow, look at those really long arms that reach past your knees, and the weird buckled legs, and the kind of tucked in lower back, and the hunched back. Definitely a troll form.
Yeah, you'd really have to have your elbows sticking out to vibe one out with that body type. Yeah. Shall we move on to the WoW news? Because we talked about this a long time.
Oh, yeah, we did. Totally. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Time for WoW news, motherfuckers.
All right, so after the Blue Dragon questline, anybody who has Dragonwrath, Tarecgosa's Rest, you can get that Tarecgosa's Visage mount that the staff would give you as a standalone mount. I don't remember how it said you get it because I never went through that questline and I never got that staff. But then you can just basically have Tarecgosa as a mount. It's got an up-resed model and it looks neat. You can basically, if you're the RPing type, you can then basically RP as being a blue dragon, but you spend so much of your time in your, like, I don't know, high elf visage form, and every now and then you gotta turn into a dragon as Tarecgosa. But you can pretend it's your own, you know, model. You are that dragon. Have fun with that. The other aspect here that we're not talking about yet, there is a Diablo 4/WoW crossover event happening right now, May 25th to June 15th, and this is to celebrate the launch of Diablo 4. It's called the Greedy Emissary event, and I've paid very little attention to this, but my understanding is you gotta go kill all these treasure goblins, and they're in capital cities and dragonflight zones, and you can get drops from them. That there is this little red demony goat pet thing. It's called the Belial Soulstone. Belial something, I don't know. It's this cute little goat pet, and he's red. You can get this Enmity Hood and Cloak ensemble, they call it. It looks kind of like, I don't know, I'm not going to try to describe it. There is a Nightmare banner. It looks neat. A treasure nabbing bag that goes on your back. It's a back piece. Then there's 3 weapon type things you can get. There is Wirt's Fighting Leg. It's an offhand. Wirt's Haunted Leg. That is a 2-handed mace. And Wirt's Last Leg, which is a 1-handed mace. And this dude keeps losing legs. What the goddamn fuck? You can also... What?
Oh, I was just really tempted to make a dick joke about the haunted leg. I don't know. I don't know why. Please continue.
They should add a 4th one that's like Wirt's ... leg ? But it's like,
or like, what is it?
The length of a pinky.
Don't some men call their dicks like a 3rd leg or something?
Yep.
Okay, there you go. I'm not a man. I don't
lean forward and not fall down. It's a kickstand.
There you go. Okay, thank you. Dropping knowledge all over the place today, Willie.
I mean, if anybody's dick is long enough to use it as a kickstand, right into the show. We need to know, but don't lie to us. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
Don't be like Cartman. Cartman does not have a 13-inch wiener. It is a respectable 1.5-inch. Also, you can get the Horadric Haversack, a 36-slot bag, or, and this is kind of controversial, Tyrael's Charger. You can get the mount that has been unobtainable for a long time. I don't remember what it was. It might have been part of the Diablo 3 launch. And there are people who are understandably kind of upset that their special mount is less special now. To which I say, I get it, because I have the Zulian Tiger, and if people are getting the Zulian Tiger by other means, I feel a little less special, but also at the same time, I don't think it's up to me to say, I have this thing, so you can't have it. So my opinion on that is complicated. But you do have a better chance on the bag and the mount on the first treasure goblin you kill each day, and that was confirmed by Blizzard. Yeah. All right, so one last bit of news here. Blizzard has confirmed that Dragonriding is going to be expanding in a blue post. They say, "Good day, Dragon Riders. As data miners have guessed, we are indeed working on Dragon Riding outside of the Dragon Isles and broadening the set of mounts that can Dragon Ride. Our initial work on this can be seen in the Fractures of Time game files, but that feature will not be complete or featured in the live game until later in Dragonflight. As we continue to develop the game in this way, we expect there to be many examples in the future of content that is work in progress becoming visible to data miners in test environments. We intend to announce the contents of any given patch in our official posts about that patch. For the latest details of what's included in Fractures of Time, please check out our official development notes." So it seems to me like they're trying to get ahead of people being upset that it won't be live in 10.1.5, and that's smart, I think, because they often put little bits of files in that they aren't intending to use until later on, because say, like, this is a perfect example. It's part of a feature or a system that isn't finished yet.
Yeah, they basically said, go read the blue post and shut the fuck up about it. Like,
yeah, I think saying this is a lot better than not acknowledging it.
People. Yeah, no,
and
I
then
agree with
having
you.
people be mad later. So
I agree with it. And then maybe what they were referring to for like the things that people have seen is like things we've already covered, like the static versus dynamic, stuff like that that's sitting out there. And they do bury away bits of information and bits of programming so that they can come, so that they can be done with it and then come back and work on it later. So
if I could do dragon riding in my bird form, that would be fucking awesome. Because like I already do this kind of shit when I'm bored in like Stormwind or Orgrimmar, depending on what faction I am at the time, where I'll uncast, I guess you could say, like get out of bird form while in the air, and as I fall toward the ground, repop it and then like soar back up like a, I don't know.
Yeah, it kind of is like Dragonflight reminiscent though. It kind of reminds you of like diving down and then you swoop up. Like, man, I'm just so glad that they're going to be carrying this over in some way, in any way. It's just going to be fun to experience. Like I know at like one point in my career I've like foolishly wished that like every mount could just fly somehow. Like I think we even had a draft. Like how would you make a fly? Like how would you make your mammoth fly? You know, you tie a big balloon around his waist and let him float up.
That's such a funny image.
It's so hilarious. Like the poor sad mammoth just like hanging there with like his head down. Like, why is this happening to me? But you know, I mean, yeah, I'm glad they're moving forward with it. And I think it's cool that they're being very open about how it's going, and I think it speaks volumes to them communicating with the players, which is awesome, because you know that's what we've always wanted, is their clarity. So they're being clear and they're just being straight up, and I like it. I know it'll come eventually. Nobody get their panties in a bunch, I feel like.
Yeah. So like honestly, what I like here is that this is the perfect approach to the problem that creating dragon riding has presented, because you put something like that in, how do you ever go back? Well, you give players the option if they want to go back with that static versus dynamic thing, and you attach the new thing to old mounts so they don't feel like they have to use the new ones. It's perfect.
When I go into like Orgrimmar, even if it's just to like, oh, go to the Darkmoon Fair or whatever, like I gotta get like a regular mount as I'm coming out of that like tunnel, the portal room in Orgrimmar, and I come out in the tunnel into like the Valley of Honor or whatever, and I'm like, I always to this day try and hit my spacebar twice to launch into the ground and launch off the ground. And then I fucking expect myself to go just like flying across Orgrimmar, and I'm like, oh, it's so slow. It's just so slow. It's so ancient. And I just my big blue boy when I'm out there like in other worlds that aren't the Dragon Isles. I still like my big blue boy. I'm going to put the blue scales on my Slither Drake, but I don't feel like it's going to be something I stick with. I love my boy, my Twilight Highlands Drake, or a Highland Drake. What's he called?
The Highland Drake.
The one that was originally blue. Yeah, the Highland Drake.
Yeah, mine's green. That boy. Mine's green with stripes and rough scales and fins on his cheeks, and a really pointed down chin, and black spikes on his legs. He's neat.
I'm kind of RPing mine a little bit, so like he's like getting a little older. Although I know that the expansion's only been out for like 6 months, but maybe in Dragon Isles time, like, but he's gone. Like when I first got him, I left him like basically smooth, like almost smooth, like he was a baby, like a smooth head, and now he's got just other stuff like horns and a little beard, you know, like, and spikes, like, so it's definitely fun. That is another system that is so fucking fun, is messing with your dragons. Like if you really wanted to play with these dragons, you could do it like all day long. Don't take that out of context, please.
What I hope then that they also do with this expansion to the dragon riding system is that they allow us to use our Dragon Isles mounts in the old world, because I'll miss my green drink.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. I miss my boy when I'm out there forced to use like my infinite. I like my infinite dragon because it matches my current outfit, but my infinite time reaver. But still, yeah, it has to be part of it. Oh my God, I hope so. Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the mixed drink of the week.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Where's the bump? There it is. It's time for the mixed drink of the week. Fuck yeah! It's the mixed drink of the week, and before we get into it, please only partake of the mixed drink of the week or any alcohol for that matter. Fuck it. Okay, so don't do the mixed drink of the week if you're underage. All right? Don't do any alcohol if you're underage. Are we square? Bitches? Okay.
Square. Yeah.
So, we have been going through, this is episode 93. We have a few weeks left of this series. We've been going through in-game drinks, or I guess also potions, which we've been doing kind of lately, and bringing them to life, whether they're alcoholic in-game or not. So, this week, Gershom is up, and she had the ritual Scorpid blood, which you drank yesterday.
I did drink it yesterday.
And you say it's a shot, so I'm going to guess what's in it. It's blood, so I'm thinking it's got to be red. And Scorpid, so I'm thinking it's got a little bite to it. I hear Scorpid, I think scorpion, and that makes me think tequila. So something red and tequila. And just to add, because I'm assuming that comes from the Nazmani trolls, the shitty blood trolls. So it's got to be something swampy. I'm thinking it's a mixture of tequila and jaeger and either cherry juice or red vodka. Now, you did also ask Bent if he had a guess, and for some reason all he said was ritual Scorpid blood. So I don't really know where he was going with that.
Maybe he thinks I'm a witch and I'm gonna go kill scorpions and drink their blood.
Maybe he means you're drinking literal scorpion blood.
Yeah, exactly, because scorpions are all over the place in Chicago. Actually,
or maybe he was just too busy vibing one out. I don't know.
Have you ever seen an actual scorpion? Like, they're actually terrifying. Like, if you think you're scared of spiders, these motherfuckers. Anyways, I seen one camping one time, and it was big, and it was very scary.
The bigger ones are the safer ones. The little ones are the more venomous.
Is that true?
That's what I've heard.
Weird. I wouldn't want to get bit by any of them. I don't know.
They don't bite, they sting you.
Oh, so do they use their claws? Oh, they sting. Okay, that
it's
weird
the
like
thing
tail
arching
thing
over the back.
Curves up. Yeah. Okay. Well, it still sounds terrifying.
Giant ones walk through Orgrimmar sometimes.
Yeah. Yuck. I actually like some of the Scorpid mounts. Anyways. So that was a really good guess, and it was close on a lot of levels. It does not have tequila, and to correct you, it doesn't have to do with the blood trolls in Nasmir. No, it's actually, this is purchased, close, same expansion. This is purchased from the innkeeper in the Golden Tusk Inn in Vol'dun. And there's a funny quest chain you do there where you show up and he's like, this place is in disarray and all my friends are dead. Help me contact my friends. And then all his friends kind of come back as ghosts. And has something to do with like Bonsambi or something because it's BFA. And then so all the ghosts are hanging out there in the inn and they're like, yeah, Gershom saved us, let's give him the ritual drink. And then you take this drink and you barf and turn into a ghost, and then it goes away after like a few minutes. And you can buy it from him after that. So there's this little inn there, and it's just like a fun little quest. I don't even remember if it's part of the campaign, but I did it for Lore Master anyway. So anyways, so you were really close. There is not tequila. There is Jaeger. So this is in like a double shot glass. I went with just half a shot of Jack Daniel's whiskey. I did do half a shot of Jaeger, even though I don't like the taste. And then I topped it off with, and you were right about the red. When you said cherry juice, you were so close. I used palm which is pomegranate cherry flavor. So you were awfully, awfully close with that. And then, so you leave a little room at the top of the shot glass because what you're going to put in the bottom, we haven't done anything fun for a while. So I want you to do something fun. I put in 3 good and plenties. So the reason for this was not only to kind of go with the licorice flavor that comes with the Jaeger, but when you take the shot and then you kind of chew the candy afterwards, it just reminded me of like maybe if you were involved with a Scorpid, there would be like some scales or some crunchiness involved. Like, I don't know.
Clever. I like
that. Yeah. We hadn't done anything fun for a while. So do you want me to do it one more time succinctly? Just tell you what's in it?
How do you spell pom?
It's P-O-M. Pom.
Oh, okay.
Just like the beginning of pomegranate.
So let me make sure I got this. Half a shot whiskey, half a shot Jaeger, top off with pom, and leave room to add 3 good and plenty candies.
That's it. You nailed it.
Perfect.
And it's not horrible. It's just not something that I'd want to sit around drinking while I was recording. So I went back to my vodka and soda today.
All right. Well, that was it this week. Next week, I'm up, which is tricky because I'm not here. So rather than just interrupt our flow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to record the drink reveal ahead of time, and I'll insert it when I edit the episode after you guys make your guesses. So the drink is going to be the Phial of Tepid Versatility. That is the flask I use, the phial I use as my feral druid, because I was using a different one, but then it was toxic, and I didn't like that, so I changed it. Yeah. I'm also going to send you and Bent the sound file so you can listen after you guess. And I'll do some editing magic to make it seem as though you heard me say it live on the air.
That sounds magical.
Magic. You want to do trivia now?
You want to get your ass whipped? No, I'm just kidding. That was mean. I'm sorry. No.
Bitch, please.
No, you're probably going to roll on me.
We will see.
Let's do trivia. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Head of the class and eater of ass. Anyway,
What is this?
it is head of the class and eater of ass, everybody. And I accidentally put a bunch of little dots in the host chat. So, how this works is normally we have 3 people, so now 2 people, it'll be different. You'll ask the questions and I'll answer them. If I answer correctly, I get a point. If I don't answer correctly, I don't get a point. We go with 10 questions, and for me to be considered head of the class, I need to get at least a 60% or better. If I do not reach that, then Gershom wins, and she is head of the class and eater of ass. I actually, no. I kind of feel like the winner should be head of the class and loser should be the eater of ass. That makes more sense to me.
You're changing your opinion on ass eating now.
I am live changing my opinions on the eating of ass.
Hey, go vibe one out. This is our program. We're going to do whatever we want.
So, without further ado, you want to take it away?
Yeah, I didn't say go fuck yourself. I started saying go vibe one out instead.
Yeah, go vibe one out. God damn. Actually, I think you said in the chat what the theme is, but I completely forgot.
It's trolls. We're talking about trolls, baby. Yeah, it's all trolls. Right. I play a troll. I love trolls. I'm mourning the loss of Senegos. It's troll time. Awesome. Good on Emissary for picking a troll too.
Hell yeah.
All right, you ready?
I sure am.
Okay, some of these are softballs, so let's get going. What is the race of trolls known for massacring the Blood Elves, and who was their leader?
That would be the Amani trolls, the forest trolls, and they were led by hold on, I know this one. Zul'jin.
Yep, you got it.
Hey!
All right. Number 2. So this led to a conflict commonly known as the Troll Wars. What was the name of the human nation that ended up helping the Blood Elves?
Would that
And I have a hint if you want.
Would that be the Alterac one? I don't know the name.
I think you were correct about where they were from, but do you want to give yourself a second or no?
I won't
Or do you
know
want a
that
hint?
name. I'm going to call them the Kingdom of Butts.
Okay, well, that's not what they were called. It was Erathor.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
Also pronounced the Erator. I've heard both.
Okay, I don't know why. I think in the book I saw an H, but maybe not.
There is an H. There is. It's just...
Erator, okay.
I think it's... I'm going to say Erathor because that's how I want to say it.
That's what I always said.
It's weird, right?
Yeah. Fun fact, Sir Anduin Lothar was the last surviving member of that clan of humans, so there are no more Erathor humans. Although, yeah, you said Arathi Highlands. I think that may have been where we originally got the word Arathi from. Erathor,
Oh, you know what? You know what? No, I was wrong on all counts because I said Alterac.
Oh, you did? Okay,
Yeah.
so they were... Okay. All right.
Not
we got
Arathi. But we did eventually get where we were going.
Totally. Okay. Who was the first king of the Zandalari trolls? And I have a hint for this one too, if you need it.
I would like the hint.
Okay. So keeping in mind the naming concept of how trolls and orcs, honestly, name their cities, the name is in the name of the city. Was that convoluted?
Is his name Dazar?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, sweet.
Yes, it is. Yeah, see, my hint helped you out. Good job.
You basically gave me the point, but I'll take it.
I'll give it to you. It's fine. We're just here to have a good time.
Hell
All
yeah.
right. So basically the Zandalari trolls were like the first ever like troll nation, and eventually two groups broke off from them in sort of a rebellion. What were the names of those two tribes of trolls?
The Dark Trolls and the Dark Spear?
Nope. Amani and Gurabashi.
Fuck.
Those are our original first two rebel troll clans. So you didn't get that one. Do you have two so
Piss.
far? Yeah. Okay.
The Dark Trolls eventually ended up becoming the Night Elves.
Mm-hmm. And that is nowhere in this quiz, thank God. I think it's all pretty much common knowledge by now.
And then the Night Elves eventually became the Blood Elves. So basically, trolls and Blood Elves fighting each other is like they're fighting their grandpa.
Yeah, they're fighting their own ancestors. That sounds like a very common
And all the Blood
situation
Elves were like,
sometimes.
okay, boomer. And the trolls were like, you goddamn disrespectful little bastard.
Yeah, and then Ilaria ran in there and just lopped off some troll's head, and Varisa was like, oh my God, I'm gonna throw up. And then Varisa, what's her name? Ilaria. There you go. She ran up to her dad and she was like, oh yeah, these guys aren't a threat. And she threw like a troll head at his feet, and Varisa went and like puked in the corner or something. Anyways.
And then
yeah.
Lyrith was like, I have a sword. Oh, fuck, I'm dead.
I have a song. I should have stuck with that. Can someone write a song about
fucking
this, please?
should have. God damn.
Oh, poor Lyrith.
I would like to
that.
think there's an alternate universe out there where I would love to actually see this in the Fractures of Time thing that's coming, where Lyrith actually is raised by the Scourge, and then, instead of Sylvanas.
There was like this totally loose, not entirely believable thread a while ago where, do you remember in Shadowlands? Okay, so you go, we're off track. Fuck Shadowlands. You go and like, there's like a place in Maldraxxus, and there's like a Kieran who's like blind. He has like no eyes. They cut out his eyes and left him in like a pile of like dead bodies or something, and you have to help him out. Anyways, there was some people trying to say that might have been Lyrith, and I'm like, where are you getting this from? Like, I mean, holler at me if you have some good backing up evidence, but there's never anything in any book or any lore about him having his eyes cut out or anything.
Yeah,
I don't know where people got this from. Anyways, okay, question 5. So, in Zuldazar, when it was first founded, there was a ginormous pile of black rocks that everyone was told not to touch, and no one ever did. Finally, some rebellious teenagers, of course, went and touched the black rocks and moved them around. What came out of those black rocks?
I want to say some kind of old god shit.
I'll give you the point. It was a Cathraxy. It was like a giant. Yeah, I'll give you the point though, because it serves to the purpose of.
Yeah, is that in a book or something? Like, where is that?
No, it's in the game. The dude ends up like kind of trying to hang out, and he kind of starts the whole. You do like a quest, and then you go to like Old Deer, and there's the old god guy in there. I don't raid, so I don't remember his name.
Cahoon.
But it's like. Cahoon, yes, Cahoon, yeah.
He was like a manufactured old god.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, and so Cathraxy was like one of the giant bugs, and he perches up on top of the weird wheel, and it's all bizarre. And anyways, yeah, Cathraxy. Well, I'll give you the point. It was old god related.
Sweet.
So I'll take it. I can't find my pen though.
We are halfway there.
Yeah. Let's see. Do you still have the points to not be the eater of? It's not be the eater of Ace now, right?
Right, I guess. So, like, we've had 5. I've gotten 3 of them correct, so I can only miss 2 more.
Okay, so number 6. Name the Loa that we deal with as early as Classic and as late as BFA in dungeon situations. I thought this one was a softball.
You're not talking about Razan, are you?
No, I'm not.
Then I don't know.
Okay, it was Hakar.
God damn it.
Close.
I should have been able to get that. Fuck.
That's okay. That's okay.
The fucking reason that the corrupted blood incident happened. Shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What was Vol'jin's class?
Shadow Hunter, whatever that is.
Yep. You got it. I know.
Sweet.
I want to play one of those so bad. I wish that'd be like a badass hero
I
class
don't
someday.
even know what the hell that is.
It's like voodoo magic, I think, right? This would be awesome.
Rest in peace, Vol'jin. I'm pissed off that he's gone.
So many tears. So many tears after Senegos, Vol'jin. Let's pour one out for my homies.
Everybody go vibe one out for Vol'jin.
I'm sure he would love that. Hanging out there with Bonsandi over there.
You must be the war. Oh God.
Oh my God. It's like the worst mistake of his life. All right. So of the following groups of trolls, which one does not exist? So I'm going to read you off some groups of trolls and you'll tell me which one does not exist.
Okay.
Okay. Ice trolls, forest trolls, river trolls, sand trolls, blood trolls, dark trolls, and jungle trolls.
That would be the river trolls.
Yeah. All right.
Because
That was an easy one too.
dark trolls don't exist anymore, but they did once upon a time, and then they became night elves.
River troll I just made up just to throw one in the gears there. So yeah, you're correct. River trolls do not exist.
Sweet.
All right, you got your 6, and we have 2 left.
Wait, did I? No, I have me with 5, you with 3.
Oh, I wasn't even keeping track of mine. I have you with 6. Oh, okay. I was just keeping track of yours. I forgot that.
Get one more.
Okay, so we have 2 questions left then. So if you can get one more, then you can get one more. I forgot we dropped it to 7 instead of 8. So 8 was hard.
6 instead of 8. Because I got 5 right, you have 3.
Okay. All right. The next 2 are super easy. I'm sure you'll get one.
Okay.
What were the Darkspear trolls refugees from when they met Thrall?
Honduras? No, I'm joking. Something Stranglethorn Vale. I don't know for sure.
Okay, you had everything right except the something.
Wait, how the hell is Honduras involved?
No, the Stranglethorn Vale part was right. Hold on. Okay, so the answer is blah, 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 blah. They were on the run from Murlocs in Stranglethorn Vale.
Really?
Their home had been invaded by Murlocs, yeah. And they came over.
That is such a pussy-ass reason.
They were I know, isn't it like very unsatisfactory that they're like, come on, dude, you're Vol'jin, you're a shadow hunter for reals. Like, you're going to let a bunch of Murlocs ruin your shit. But apparently, Murlocs are pretty tough, though. I don't know. I don't see them capable of taking down trolls, but maybe they just got scared and ran.
Their head is like 80% of their body.
The Tauren ran from the silly, not cool centaurs, like the ones. So.
I mean, they were pretty fucking scary.
Yeah, but the Taurens are big too. You think they would have kicked their ass? I don't know.
I guess.
Either way, yeah, they were on the run from Murlocs. So you have one last chance. Okay. All right, take a deep breath. This is super easy. What was the name of Vol'jin's dad? And there's a big fat hint for this too. If I give you the hint, it's like giving you the answer.
No, I don't want the hint. Zul'jin.
Nope, it was Sen'jin.
Fucking dick.
As in Sen'jin Village.
I was trying not to confuse him with the fucking forest troll guy. Okay, I'll go, like, I don't know, brush my teeth and get ready to eat ass while you're head of the class over there.
Nice. This is the only time I ever win is with my hard questions.
Damn it. All right.
Nailed it.
Well, good job. Well, I think we have reached the end of our show today. Do you have any final thoughts?
Go vibe one out, y'all. Keep it positive out there, you know?
My final thought is, did you steal that Dorito wing joke from somewhere, or did you make that up?
I stole it from you.
From me?
You said that you didn't like their fins because they look like someone taped 2 Doritos onto their tail.
Oh, I do not remember making that joke.
Yeah, no, I stole that from you.
Oh, shit.
That's why it was funny. I thought you were cracking up, and I'm like, you're laughing at your own joke.
Oh, my God. I might have an ego problem. Anyway, you can go ahead.
Or a memory problem.
I definitely have a memory problem. Holy shit. The amount of times I need to remember something for at work and I know I'm not going to, so I have to write it down, it's insane. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get the hell on out of here. Feel free to follow us in the places. We are at ThrallsBallsPod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I am at Woolly08 on Twitter and on Instagram. Gershom is at Hunter Gershom, Gershom, on Twitter, and at Hunter Gershom, Gerrshom, on Instagram. And you can follow Bent at Bentolis_outlaw on Twitter, BENTOLAS. Feel free to leave us a review. You can use the Spotify Q&A, Apple Podcasts, in the podcast directory at bonusroll.gg. You can also email us with anything, thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com. And you can also join Discord by going to thrallsballs.com. Anyway, bye. We love you. Be good.
Bye, swingers. Holla at you next week.